Ed Ingram signed his rookie deal yesterday, finally, which is a great reason to talk about the offensive line as a whole. They, as a group, will have the biggest spotlight shined on them by the time that training camp starts. Not the bookends. Christian Darrisaw will be your franchise left tackle for the next 9-10 years. Brian O'Neill will make a couple of all-pro teams. They're great. It's the inside that's concerning. Guard, center, guard. And for what it's worth, although Garrett Bradbury, if you are a starting NFL center, and you get routinely forklifted off the line of scrimmage, you have zero strength to work with. Clearly, a change needs to be made. For what it's worth, the way that Kevin O'Connell has talked up Garrett Bradbury, I don't think a change is going to happen. I think they are going to roll with Bradbury as the starting center this 2022 season. Although, what I will say is, if there is any glimmer of hope, assuming that Bradbury has not improved, maybe Kevin O'Connell was just super optimistic coming into this season saying, you know what, we can work with Bradbury. Everything's going to be fine. Maybe he just needs to see it up close to be like, okay, this is not going to work for us. But for right now, it seems like he's going to be the starting center heading into this season. So that leaves guards. And what I want to do is talk about three guys: Ed Ingram, Jesse Davis, and Chris Reed. Chris Reed, I don't care what you have to do, he needs to start on this offensive line. Not only did he do a phenomenal job filling in for the injured Quentin Nelson last year in Indianapolis, but he also has the attitude. I've seen enough, and this applies to Ed Ingram as well. Jesse Davis, I just don't know if it's there yet, TBD. I've seen enough that me personally, I'm just speaking for me, when it comes to offensive linemen, I prefer guys that don't give a fuck. That if they weren't playing professional football, they would be high security detail. They would be personal bodyguards for the biggest celebrities that you can think of, to where if they bump into you, you apologize to them. Think about the great offensive linemen in this league right now. Guys like Lane Johnson, Quentin Nelson, Brian O'Neill. Guys that I would not be shocked if they took shots of whiskey before going out to the field for game day. Guys that embrace initiating contact off the snap of the ball, to where I feel like for the most part, this doesn't apply to everyone, but I feel like for the most part, the all shucks guys, they wait for the contact to happen from the defensive line first. This doesn't apply to everyone. Andrew Whitworth, he seems like an all shucks guy. He had a fantastic career, which brings up the Vikings offensive line. Clearly, right guard is going to be an open competition. And if not for Bradbury having so much attention on him, the spotlight would be on Ezra Cleveland, because he's an offensive tackle. He's not built to make plays consistently on the inside at guard. If the coaching staff is going to make a move only because they're so confident in Garrett Bradbury stepping up next year, if they are going to make a move replacing a starter, it's going to be Ezra Cleveland. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked. My personal preference for the interior of the offensive line, or I guess we can run it from left to right, obviously Christian Darrisaw, left tackle, left guard, Ed Ingram, center, Chris Reed, right guard, Jesse Davis, right tackle, Brian O'Neill. If you are going to have Garrett Bradbury as the starting center, then I don't give a damn. Interchange the two, left guard, right guard, doesn't matter to me. I guess I would say left guard just because Chris Reed had success there, filling in for Quentin Nelson last year. Chris Reed at left guard, Ed Ingram at right guard. Your thoughts in the comment section below. Training camp is here, baby. Let's get after it.